Howdy grounded guys and gals, welcome back to another grounded video. Today we're going to be talking about the Waft Emitter. That little thing has had an update and it's giving you science, it's giving you parts, it's giving you a lot of new enemies, so let's jump into it. So the Waft Emitter is this little ugly thing right here. You unlock it while you're playing the game, and it allows you to summon a little bit more rare creatures to come and fight you so that you can have a better chance to get their parts and their gold card, because now to get the super win, you actually have to get a gold card for every creature in the game, and that's kind of difficult. But with the Waft Emitter, they come to you, making it easy. Here are the items that Waft Emitter will summon. Now, all of these have different values to them for how much we'll add towards this summoning amount in the Waft Emitter. Let's get real nerdy and look at a spreadsheet. Full disclosure, I didn't come up with the numbers here. I found it on the Grounded subreddit. I'm going to put that link to that Reddit post at the top of the description. This spreadsheet shows on the left side here what will be spawned. So, for example, a bee, spawn cost of 40, and then of course you get 40 science for killing that one bee. On the right here, you have what the item's faction is a part of, Bee, Fuzz, and Stinger. So they're part of the Bee faction, and the cost, the spawn value that you're given every time you put one of those in the Waft Emitter. So if you put a Bee Fuzz, you get 13 spawn value, and it would look over here to the spawn cost of 4. So each bee costs 4 to spawn. So you'll get 3 bees because 4, 8, 12, 3 bees with one little remainder that won't be used. In terms of just raw science, Black Widows are the best. 1,000 per kill, and it only costs, it would cost 2 Widow Fangs to spawn 1. Now, I think there's currently a bug right now. Every time I use 1 Widow Fang, it gives me 1 Black Widow. So maybe at the moment it's a little bugged, but realistically it'd be 2 that you would need to actually spawn 1. The next thing that I would be spawning is the Black Ox Beetle, and here we have a little bit of an issue on map. The spawn cost is 7, but the Black Ox part is 10. So you're technically wasting 3 if you only put in 1 Black Ox part. And of course, we're looking for gold cards too, and moths have been traditionally hard to get to, and it's great to be able to spawn them. Their spawn cost is only 5, and the moth buzz is 8, and their scales are 10. So a scale will give you 2 moths to come and attack you. Pretty easy to really stack up those moth kills. So next you may be asking, what if there's multiple things that can be spawned in for the part that you put in there? Say, for example, the Omnit Orc Chip, which you actually need to spawn. I believe it's the Taze Tees to give you a 5% chance to get that new trinket. Well, every time you put an Orc Chip in, it has a value of 10. And so it could technically spawn 10 fire ants, 5 of the mites, 3 of the soldiers, etc., until the value is been used up of 10. It can spawn any of these. It picks whichever ones it wants. It doesn't necessarily will equal up to 10. So 4 and 6, and then that'll be it. So you have to kind of be careful about when you're putting in there. So you want to overfill whenever there's multiple things that you may want. That way you can get a better chance to get the things you want. And specifically like the green shell stink bug, which will spawn with regular stink bugs. You'll need to overfill in order to get a better chance for that green shell stink bug, which of course you also have to kill the assistant manager before you can spawn, which you're probably not going to want it to spawn anyway beforehand. And here on the right here, you see the spawning values. Stink bug gas sack of 5, part 2, shield, the green shield parts of 10 and 15 to help spawn those. And in order to get a good chance of getting the green shell stink bugs, you're going to have to put in, say, I would put in 6 of these, and that would give you 30, and that you should guarantee almost at least 1 green shell stink bug. Termite King, another hard gold card that hard to get, and it's a spawn cost of 100. So that means you're gonna have to use 6 of those. Let's see here, Termite King parts, and then fill the rest with the chompers and the parts to almost guarantee that you'll get a Termite King. Kind of expensive, but if you're chasing that gold card, that's the way you're going to have to do that. And for the infected wolf spider, it can't spawn with the regular infected insects. You just can't total up enough. You has to be spawned with the wolf spiders, and use the spider fangs to spawn the wolf spiders. And of course you have to plug up the haze in order to do that. So you would need at least 13 to run a chance to get the infected wolf spider. So you probably would put all 15 in, get a few wolf spiders, and at least 1 infected wolf spiders. And of course, you're running out of parts. Just spawn a lot more wolf spiders and get more. Now let's talk about locations. Now, wherever you put the Waft Emitter, things will spawn at a little bit farther distance from you and then come towards the Waft Emitter. Now, if you have a base that's kind of close to it, there's a good chance that they'll attack the base. Now, I know a lot of people will put a Waft Emitter over there near the juice box, and the spiders or whatever you summon will come out from the other side of the little logs there. Downside is a lot of people also build at the oak tree, and that becomes problematic because sometimes the flyers will get close, coming from a different distance. And you may have a lot of things spawning close to your base and trying to attack your base, or you may be overwhelmed by, if you do a lot of Black Widows all at once, you may get overwhelmed in this little area. I like this side of the pond. We're on the north side of the pond. Of course, things back there won't spawn, and you're far enough away from where the infected guys like to sit out over there whenever they start spawning into the game. And everything comes from this direction over here. Makes it very easy to kind of strategically place yourself in front of the bugs coming your way and take them on one-on-one. Just something else to be aware of, they did kind of remove a lot of the cheese from the Waft Emitter, so if you were to jump on a lily pad and they can't get to you, they will eventually just walk away. Now, there currently is an exploit with the Waft Emitter with the big 3 little defense points near the final defense that if you build around that area, the bugs will target those things first. Making it kind of easy to not have to worry about building or anything like that. It probably won't stay in the game. So I'm going to show off this area instead because I like this as a good defensible place. So let's jump in real quick to let's start spawning a few things. Now, before you start putting some things in to start the Waft Emitter, make sure you have whatever creature you're going to be going for, their stuff mount for their loot luck, extra 25%, and of course their mounts for extra 25% damage. In terms of mutations, now, because I'm lazy, I'm going to keep on a Rascal Rogue because I like to steal. I'll probably also have the sticky fingers just to steal one more thing. And for anything else, I mean, if you keep on loot luck, once again, I'm lazy because I would have to swap between after killing something. So I'm just going to leave that on. I like Cardio Fan, Guard Dog for defense attack up. So in terms of settings, woe mode, it can't get 1.2 here, so I just put 1 in, of course, so there's technically a little bit more health to each creature. So I'm going to put in 5 wolf spider parts. Each of these is 8, so 5 is 40. Each wolf spider only is 5 to spawn, so I should get 8 wolf spiders theoretically. So let's go ahead and unleash that waft, and I'm going to touch the loot luck and wolf spider damage. And whenever they spawn in, they're just coming this direction. You can, of course, put out these aren't as good as they once were. You can just kind of dance around them as you're fighting. But let's get into it. And it can get a little hairy here. Ooh. But as long as you start killing, the healing from the death impetus is going to be kind of bonkers. Boom, boom. So we're just trying to steal as well, which we are doing. We got the loot luck on. And mind you, we put in 8. No, I'm sorry. We put in 5 of the fangs, and already we have 10 back. And we have more coming. So we're just making profit at this point. Yep, here comes, looks like the final 3. Killed 5 so far. Oh, don't run away. Don't run away. Base defended.
I'm ready to go home now.
The only downside of being on this side of the map is if a lot of them spawn a little bit further away for the larger waves, sometimes they will just lose aggro and just turn around and say, we're done with it. We'll spawn the Termite King. Now, total, I think this is about 114 here. 100, hopefully, to summon the Termite King. And then the extras will summon a few of the other guys. Okay, we got a few of these guys. And hopefully a Termite King will be next. Aha! Over the horizon. His Majesty. Nice. Was able to steal a part. So 1100 science for that. And in terms of parts back, so we got put in 6, we got 2 back. So this one's gonna be a little bit tougher to get, but at least the Termite King you can spawn so you can get more of them. Now for my favorite, the Black Widow. Now I put in 1 fang. Now it shouldn't have spawned it, but somehow it works. Once again, don't forget that luck and that damage. and she spawns right away. For these single waves like this, they just come out immediately. Wow, dodge it, baby. Oh, got the stun on before you could do anything. Stole a fang. Stole another one. Already profit. And she's dead. 1,000 raw science in the bank. Another 3 and 2 super spider venom, and you can get me anything. Chunk and web fire. Nothing too exciting. I definitely love the changes they made to the Waft Emitter. When you have loot luck from the stuffed and also the mutation, you definitely get a lot more parts back, making it so you can basically use this infinitely, giving you a great chance for gold cards and get science in return. I think it's definitely a good change for people, especially if you have to get every single gold card in the game to get the super win, which I'll definitely be going for. And I'm excited about using it. Where's your favorite spot to put the Waft Emitter? Do you have your own horror stories of putting it in the wrong place and then completely destroying your base? Let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!